If you're thinking about moving to the Houston area, there's a good chance Friendswood, Texas has popped up in your research. Friendswood is a suburb located about 25 miles south of downtown Houston, and it's often described as a smaller suburban community, with schools many buyers research closely and a more residential setting. Living in Friendswood, Texas. But just like any city, living in Friendswood comes with both advantages and disadvantages. Some people absolutely love the residential feel and suburban lifestyle, while others feel the slower pace and limited nightlife might not be the right fit for them. So in this video, we're going to break down the real pros and cons of living in Friendswood, Texas, including the housing market, schools, cost of living, crime and public safety research, and the overall lifestyle. By the end of the video, you'll have a much better idea whether Friendswood could be the right place for you to live. Let's start with a quick overview of the city. 1. Friendswood is a smaller Houston suburb. One of the first things you should know about Friendswood is that it's a relatively small city compared to other Houston suburbs. The population is just over 41,000 residents, which gives the city more of a smaller city feel compared to larger suburbs like Pearland or Katy. Because of its smaller size, many residents say Friendswood has an active local community. You'll find residential areas, mature trees, and a slower pace of life that appeals to people who want to get away from some of the noise and traffic of larger cities. For many buyers, that smaller city atmosphere is one of the biggest reasons they choose to live here. 2. Schools are a major draw for many buyers. Another major advantage of living in Friendswood is the school system. The city is primarily served by Friendswood Independent School District, which has earned an A rating in the latest TEA accountability release, and is a district many buyers research closely. Friendswood ISD has also been reported by the Houston Chronicle as the wealthiest school district in the Houston area, with median household income among district families near $148,000, although that figure is district-based and source-dependent. Buyers moving to the area often appreciate the focus on education, athletics, and extracurricular programs offered by the district. Because of the schools, Friendswood has developed a reputation as one of the suburbs many buyers compare around Houston. 3. Crime, public safety, and due diligence matter. Crime data and public safety information are another reason many buyers look closely at Friendswood. Some third-party data sources show lower crime rates than many surrounding communities, but those rankings and estimates can vary by source and over time. The city's police department has also reported a relatively low crime rate in recent annual reporting. Rather than relying on broad labels, buyers should review current crime data, flood maps, insurance costs, and neighborhood-specific conditions for any property they're considering. For residents, that research is often part of the overall decision-making process when comparing Friendswood to other suburbs. 4. Higher household incomes and access to major job centers. Another reason Friendswood stands out is the strong local income levels. The median household income in Friendswood is around $126,500 per year, which is significantly higher than the national average. This higher income level helps support home values and buyer demand in the area. Many residents work in nearby employment centers such as the Texas Medical Center, NASA's Johnson Space Center, downtown Houston, energy and engineering industries. Because of its location within the Houston metro area, residents have access to one of the largest job markets in the United States. 5. The housing market is more expensive than some nearby suburbs. Now let's talk about one of the potential downsides. Compared to some other Houston suburbs, housing in Friendswood can be more expensive. Recent HAR market area data shows median sales prices around $400,000 to $404,250, and owner-occupied home value estimates can run higher depending on the source. So pricing is often above some nearby suburbs in many cases. Rental prices are also somewhat higher than some neighboring suburbs, with census data showing median gross rent at about $1,688 per month. While many buyers feel the schools and overall setting make the price worth it, housing costs are definitely something buyers should factor into their decision. 6. Cost of living can run higher than some nearby areas. Another factor to consider when thinking about living in Friendswood is the overall cost of living. While the city offers a lot of advantages, it is not the cheapest suburb in the Houston area. Cost of living estimates vary by source, with online calculators producing different results depending on the assumptions used. Housing tends to be the biggest contributor to higher costs, while other everyday expenses like groceries, transportation, and utilities may be closer to broader regional averages. For example, rough online estimates for monthly living costs are often around $2,300 to $2,400 per month for a single person, $5,200 to $5,300 per month for a household of 4. Of course, these numbers vary depending on housing choices and lifestyle, but overall, Friendswood tends to be considered a moderately expensive suburb compared to some other areas near Houston. However, whether that trade-off makes sense really depends on the property and the buyer's priorities. 7. Plenty of parks and outdoor activities. One thing many residents appreciate about Friendswood is the access to parks and outdoor spaces. The city maintains several parks and recreational areas that provide opportunities for activities like walking and jogging, biking, sports and playgrounds, picnics and outdoor gatherings. Some of the popular parks in the area include Stevenson Park, Centennial Park, and 1776 Memorial Park, which provide outdoor amenities and host community activities. Friendswood is also located close to Clear Lake and Galveston Bay, which means boating, fishing, and waterfront activities are only a short drive away. For people who enjoy spending time outdoors, this adds another layer to what the area offers. 8. Limited nightlife and entertainment. While Friendswood offers a slower suburban lifestyle, some people consider the lack of nightlife and entertainment to be a downside. Because the city is smaller and more residential, you won't find a large number of bars, nightlife venues, or big entertainment districts within the city itself. Most of the entertainment options are focused on casual restaurants, local events, and community activities. If residents want more nightlife or larger entertainment venues, they typically drive to nearby areas such as Houston, Clear Lake, Webster, or Galveston. For some people, this isn't a problem, but for those who enjoy a more active nightlife scene, Friendswood may feel a little quieter than some other suburbs. 9. Commute times can be a factor. Another potential downside of living in Friendswood is commuting. Because the city is located south of Houston, now many residents commute into the city or nearby job centers for work. Common destinations include the Texas Medical Center, downtown Houston, NASA's Johnson Space Center, Clear Lake, and surrounding areas. Commute times can vary depending on traffic and your exact location. Census data shows the mean travel time to work is about 28.6 minutes, although specific commutes to Houston job centers can be longer during peak hours. For some professionals, this commute is manageable, but it's something worth considering when choosing where to live. 10. Strong community atmosphere. One of the things that makes Friendswood stand out compared to many other suburbs is its active local community life. Because the city is smaller, many residents describe Friendswood as having a close community feel. Local events, school activities, and community gatherings often bring residents together, and many buyers choose the area partly for that environment. Neighborhoods tend to be well maintained, and residents often take pride in the way the area is cared for. For people looking for a suburban environment with local events and a smaller city feel, Friendswood often appeals to them. So when you look at everything together, is Friendswood, Texas a good place to live? For many people, the answer may be yes. Friendswood offers schools that many buyers research closely, residential neighborhoods, parks and outdoor amenities, a smaller city feel with access to Houston area job centers. However, the city also comes with a few trade-offs, including higher housing prices, limited nightlife, and longer commutes for some residents. For buyers looking for a suburban environment near Houston, Friendswood is often one of the communities they consider. So those are the pros and cons of living in Friendswood, Texas. If you're thinking about relocating to Friendswood, Pearland, League City, or anywhere in the Southeast Houston area, understanding the differences between these communities can help you find an area that may fit your priorities. On this channel, we talk about everything related to living in the Houston suburbs, including relocation tips, neighborhood guides, and housing insights. So if you're planning a move to the area, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. And if you're looking for help finding the right neighborhood or home in the Houston area, feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.